So I wanted to make a quick video just to quickly explain and answer a lot of the questions that I've been getting from my friends who are first-time gun buyers about why they can't walk into the store and buy whatever gun they want. They see a gun online, they talk to friends from other states, and they walk into the store and that gun isn't available. And so that's what we call the gun roster. The gun roster, I believe, was introduced sometime early 2000s, maybe 2001, and it pretty much dictates what guns can be legally sold through a firearms dealer here in the state of California. You can do your own research. I don't want to cover it in this video, but if you look online about the gun roster, it can kind of explain what's happening with that. We're actually fighting hard to repeal the roster because it's pretty much becoming impossible for any new guns to be added because of the microstamping feature. That being said, it pretty much allows us to buy archaic guns. For instance, Glock 19, they're in Gen 5, but what's approved on the roster is Gen 3. Some manufacturers modify their guns in order to meet some of the California requirements. For instance, the Shield or SIG's line, they have the loaded chamber indicator and things like that. So that's the reason why when you walk into your firearms dealer, you're not going to see all the guns that you might see available in other states. That's a reason to get out and vote and fight this gun roster. That being said, you can buy off-roster guns through a private party transfer. So a lot of people see, I've taken some of you out to shoot and you're like, how did you get that gun? Where did you get that gun from? I don't see that gun in the dealer. Well, it's actually allowed to buy off-roster guns through private party transfer. So what happens is law enforcement or peace officers, they're able to buy off-roster guns. They're able to buy high-capacity magazines. And when they put those guns up for sale, me as a California resident can actually do a private party transfer with them. Or in my case, I moved to California from Virginia and I bought some off-roster handguns with me, and I'm able to sell those through private party transfer. So that's how you actually acquire handguns that are off-roster. You still need to conduct that transaction through an FFL. You can't do that face-to-face, and all the same requirements apply. You need to have the same forms of identification, FSC, the background check, the 10-day wait period. Those are all the same, but it allows you to purchase off-roster handguns. Now, the thing you need to know is there's a huge markup. So for instance, the SIG P365, one of the most popular concealed carry handguns right now in the market, or the Springfield Hellcat, those are both off-roster. If you were to live in a free state where there was no handgun roster, you could buy those for less than $500. Here in California, a great capitalistic environment, supply and demand, you're going to pay twice that. You're going to pay $1,000 easy for the off-roster handguns. So be grateful that you can buy off-roster handguns, but you have to weigh, is it worth the cost? Is it worth double the price? Especially if you buy some of these larger capacity handguns and you can only carry 10 rounds, unless you bought mags during Freedom Week. So that's a quick video on the deal with off-roster and on-roster handguns. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Send me a text or email, and I'll answer, as best as I can. You guys know I'm not a lawyer, so any advice that I give is just pure advice. You should contact a firearms lawyer if you have any detailed, specific questions. Don't take any of my advice as law. All right, take care, guys. Keep shooting. Vote Second Amendment.